In the last clipping, we saw Sri Lanka, the country which has not been able to decide as to what kind of arrangement should they have in their country. So, therefore, they are suffering. But another example that we have to see is of Belgium. This country has acted very sensibly, and the leaders have come to a common platform where they feel that everyone should share the powers and the responsibilities in the country. It is a very unique kind of arrangement that they have made, but it is working very well for the simple reason that everybody has a share in the working of the government. Here we shall see few features of the Belgium government. The first is that they have a central government. Like any country in the world would have a central government, they too have a central government. And both the communities have decided that there shall be an equal representation of both the communities. Okay. So, there is no conflict between the Dutch and the French here, because both of them are sharing equal representation. Then second that they have is the state government. In the state governments, the central government actually gives them power on an equal basis. That is, whatever powers the central government enjoys is also given to the state government, and this is being divided on the basis of the region, that is the Dutch or the French region that they have. They are dividing their powers accordingly, so there is no conflict, there is no confusion, and they are having a very perfect government in the states also. Children, if you remember, we saw that in Belgium there are two setups, that is the one community, that is the Dutch community, is in majority in the country, whereas the French are in majority in the capital city. So, the third arrangement that we have as far as the government is concerned is the government of Brussels, that is the capital city of Belgium. Here too, both the communities have amicably decided that they shall have equal representation, whether it is the Dutch or the French. Now, immediately a question that might come to your mind is, why did the French community agree upon having this kind of equal representation when they are in majority here? You must remember that the Dutch people have also given them equal representation in the central government. So, this has given about a framework which is going to work very amicably, because people have started respecting each other's identities, and they feel that unless the powers are not shared, the responsibilities are not shared with each other, no government can work effectively, you cannot live happily, you cannot have a stable economy. Therefore, it is very wise on the part of the Belgium to have this kind of arrangement. There is one more setup that we have, about which we shall be talking about in the next clipping. So, we had already seen that there is a central government in Belgium, there is a state government in Belgium, there is a capital government in Belgium, and all of them are running successfully because both the communities have amicably decided that they shall have equal representation. They are not fighting about majoritarianism as they are doing in Sri Lanka, the Sinhalese and the Tamil. Now, here they have another kind of government, and which is called as the community government. Now, as the word suggests, community government means the Dutch and the French or the Germans. They have also included the Germans. The Dutch, the French and the Germans shall elect people from their own language who shall represent few subjects. It could be language, it could be their culture. So, this community government actually means the government which is going to look after the welfare of their own segment, which is a beautiful arrangement which we have not seen about in any country of the world. Here, of course, we feel that this is a very complex kind of government that we have. Not only we, the people of Belgium also feel that it is not easy. It's a very complicated arrangement that they have. But the most satisfying part of it is that the government is being run successfully, the people are happy, they are living in peace, there is no conflict, there is no confusion, and there are no fights, and not people leaving the country. That means it is definitely a better arrangement what we see in Sri Lanka. Now here we have seen the example of Sri Lanka and Belgium. Children, what do you think? Power sharing is good or bad? I am sure immediately that comes to your mind is that definitely power sharing is very, very essential for successful running of any government. The moral here is that the Belgian country has respect for all the communities, so there is all round development. The Sri Lankans have not been able to give space to each other, therefore they are fighting with each other, there is no peace and they are getting economic setbacks. Therefore, in the next clipping what we see is why is this power sharing so important?